Alright, hello, welcome to another episode of the Bradford City Career Mode. This is a final one, I believe, before we hit the absolute mammoth that will be episode 200. That'll be forever long, so it's going to be a long ass episode next time. But if you didn't see the last episode, we took on Everton in the FA Cup around the 32, and unfortunately, we dropped a 2-0 lead to lose 3-2 in the end. It's unfortunate, but it's just how FIFA goes sometimes. And to be honest, we got to where we needed to go in the FA Cup, and we can now focus on the Carabao Cup semi-final second leg against Manchester City. If we win that, we go into the final for that, and then we can also focus on the rest of the league, which will end in May, on May 13th. We've still got quite a way to go for that. Also, I should mention that episode 200 will start on the Huddersfield game, and we will go all the way to the end of February, regardless of what games get added or taken away or whatever. We're going to go all the way to the end of February, and that's where we'll end episode 200. So it's going to be a long episode, it'll be a few hours long most likely, but that's where we're going to do it, and that's how we're going to do it. So that should be an interesting one. I want to make sure we have the absolute best here on the pitch. I can't have less than the best, because we're going against an incredible side here, Man City of course, and we need the absolute gods of the team on. Whether they're tired or not tired, we need quality, and we need a lot of quality, because this is Manchester City. We managed to hold them to a 0-0 draw in the first leg, but for the second leg I don't think it's going to be that easy. Now that they know what we're about and we know what they're about, it's going to be a bit more of a challenge. I'm probably going to go the full 90 minutes for this team, if I'm being honest. Also make sure I've got everyone on the bench that I would like, if necessary. I would love to have Jota on, but of course he's still injured. It's a bummer. But it's just how the cookie crumbles, I suppose. But anyway, that's probably the team we're going to roll with. And before we do go into the press conference, I'll show you guys the league table. If you want to be kept up to date with that, I'll just show you guys quickly what we're looking at in the league. In fact, actually, before we do that, we'll look at the semi-finals. Liverpool have overcome Man United 3-2 on aggregate to be to be in the final, possibly our opponents, if we can somehow get past City. I don't see it happening, us get past City, but we've had a hell of a run in this competition, so I will take semi-finals. But this is the table. Burnley are now top because they've played a game more than us. We've got this game here, obviously, against Manchester City. They had the game while we are in here against, I think it looks like Norwich, or maybe another team, probably another team. A lot of teams seem to have played 30, but they've now gone to top spot, so we need to regain that position when we go back into league action. But today is the focus on this Carabao Cup. We're focusing on really more than anything. Before we go into the game, we've got a little pre-match conference to attend.
Thank you all for joining us. We'll start taking some questions now.
Your opponents are still very much in the tie after the goalless draw in the first leg. Are you confident your home crowd will be going home satisfied? We need to stay focused. It's finally balanced, so we need to cut out the errors and take our chances when they can. We need to be focused from start to finish if we're going to get the result we need. Your team is going up against Manchester City. They have a very strong squad. Is it putting a lot of pressure on you? Yes. Team is strong. We will overcome it. The players have been affected by less pressure before. Team is strong. The team is strong. The team is mentally strong now. Mentally strong. I trust the boys will play their best against Manchester City. Win, draw, or lose. You haven't been very active in the transfer market so far, so we expect to see some new faces at the club until the end of the transfer window. Well, we're already bringing in new faces in for next season. We're working on building a team for next season, because I feel like this team could send us to the Premier League, regardless of whether we're first or second. So we'll just say we're good all over the pitch. We built a solid squad, we're good all over the pitch, and I'm confident that we'll handle this season without any problems. And then we'll look towards next season with some of our pre-contract signings.
Okay, guys,
those will be our signings.
We're working for, apologies if you're unable to get a question
working for signing season 5. That's what we're doing with the transfers. We're not looking for this season, because I feel like this season we have the squad that can do it. I just need to be good enough at the game that it will actually come to fruition. But this is what's the word? I'm nervous for a video game, because this is possibly the biggest match of the season. We're going to be at the Valley Parade for this one. We're not going to be at the Etihad. We managed to hold them to a 1-1 draw at the Etihad, which is a big result for us. You can see 0-0 on aggregate, but what's going to happen in the second leg? They're going to go all guns blazing. had a strong team in the first leg, but they're gonna have Sterling. They had Sterling on the bench. I believe they had Aguero on the bench as well, or not Aguero. I think it might have been Jesus. I don't remember exactly, but they had a lot of big guns on the bench, and they might start them this time. So we just need to keep an eye on that. So this is our squad for the game. We've got Rossi in goal, Kakachi and Sterling as the fullbacks. Kakachi, of course, is the captain. Tomori and Todibo are the centre backs. Carbonero, Van Dam, and Greenwood are the three-man midfield. Hlošek on the right, Banks on the left, Haaland in the middle. Pretty much our strongest side without Diogo Jota. So that's what we're rolling with, and hopefully it will do the job. I don't know if it will, because it's Man City and they're absolute beasts in this game, especially 4 seasons in. They'll be even more strong than what they are when they started. So it's going to be a difficult one, without any doubt. It's a matter of what we can do, really. If we can go 1-0 up, we might as well just go defensive for the rest of the game and try and hold on to it. If we go 1-0 down, we'll have to push somehow for another goal. And if it stays 0-0, we'll end up going to extra time and then penalties. Or maybe just straight penalties. I don't even know how the semi-final works like that. Keeping Ederson on his toes in the training. But we're loading in now.
Well, being the leading marksman in the league, he's the man everyone is talking
of course,
about.
Leroy Sané, the top scorer in the Carabao Cup. Greenwood not far behind on 5. We also had Zahavi from Man United who had 5, but they're not out of the cup.
And good evening on what is a perfect
but this is an intriguing one.
Shining down on the players as we speak. Derek Ray here on the commentary box, joined as always by former England defender Lee Dixon. And it's a very important occasion.
And what a big episode before episode 200. You can see all the results on there. We beat Crystal Palace and Leicester to get to the semi-finals. We didn't see who Manchester City beat. I'm trying to find them. Manchester City beat Arsenal and Spurs, so slightly more difficult road for Manchester City, but they are more capable of getting through that than we are. I keep forgetting every time we play against them they have Pogba, and it's so annoying to see him in a blue shirt. Here's our squad. Obviously, once we go past this screen, it'll be undefined, but we've got the strongest squad we can bring. Hopefully, we've got the quality as well. At the end of the day, I would love to get through, but it's a big ask for my team. And if we don't, it's fully expected and fully fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. We can rest easy and just focus on the league games. Oh boy, oh they have gone hard. They've got Sterling on the bench again, they've got Detamas on the bench, Ziyech on the bench, they've got Mustafi? How did Mustafi wangle a transfer to Manchester City then? Alright, it's fine. They've pretty much got one of our strongest squads. I think it's the same squad actually, the exact same squad they started with in the first leg at the Etihad. Somehow, some way, we've got to beat Manchester City on our own ground. And the fans are singing, and everyone's possibly thinking, is this a giant killing going on here? Because we did get a 0-0. They didn't score in the first leg, and that's a big result. So it doesn't matter, could we stop them scoring in the second leg too? Haaland, tackled easily. They've got Merrick Laporte in defence, and they've got Boubacar Kamara. Those are 2 high-quality centre-backs. Greenwood coming across but not getting the ball. Sterling getting there ahead of Sané. Oh, but it's Man City still. Tomori just gets it away enough, and that's the problem we're going to have to face. The quality and the speed and just everything they bring. Now 90 minutes of this. We had this in the first leg, and now we've got it again in the second leg. Oh. I don't know if that was going to be construed as a penalty. I can't play this game if it's going to be like that. I can't play it if it's going to be like that. That was quite clearly thrown to Kakachi. I can't play if the game is just going to throw it straight to Tomori, who has no space, no time to do anything. Luckily, Sané is offside, and Todibo had it clear anyway, but I can't play this game if it's going to be like that. That one was aimed for Tomori, and I will fully admit that. Carbonero probably shouldn't have passed it there, but I mean, maybe we should have. Erling Braut Haaland Oh, it's saved by Ederson. Loschek tried to put it back in. Maybe I should have just gone for a straight rebound shot with Loschek. I don't know if it would have gone in or where it would have gone, but that's our first big chance of the game. And it goes to our top goal scorer, Erling Braut Haaland, of course. Pikachu coming across to stop Bernardo Silva. In the meantime, anyway, Tomori blocks it. Tadibo, it's a penalty. Jesus Christ, guys, we don't need this. I'm tackling him and he just runs through anyway. And Tadibo, dude, I know what I was trying to do, and I did get the ball. I also got the player, and apparently that's enough for a penalty. Bro, we might have just fucked ourselves in the ass here. Not a pleasant image, of course, but it's just the way it goes. Leroy Sané. Ricardo Rossi with a penalty save. Oh dear. Will that spell Man City's fortunes for this match? What a save, a strong save from the young Italian goalkeeper. And the crowd going absolutely mental with that penalty save. We've still got all the work to do. We've been bailed out here. Or I should say, Tadibo has been bailed out here by Ricardo Rossi.
Corner kick played in.
Off the crossbar, we get away with it again. Abanks is going to bring it away.
Counter-attacking, very much an option.
Try to get over to Haaland. It's not gone quite in the direction I would like. Mara gets there as well. Holy shit, what action to start this match. First, they have a penalty, which is saved brilliantly by Rossi. And then they hit the crossbar from a corner, or from a header from a corner, I should say. Tadibo blocks. It's going to be a corner again from Man City. It is going to be one of those games where we'll just have to ride the momentum, the Man City, well, not ride the momentum, but ride the pressure the Man City will bring, and really just try and sneak a goal, I think. It's not going to be one of those games where we'll dominate. Man City have quality of no one else, really, besides possibly Liverpool. I hate to say that because I'm running out of time, but yeah, that's just how it is. Within England, I should say. What a save again from Rossi, getting a hand out. I'm not sure who took the shot there, but I think it might have been Bernardo Silva, I'm not entirely sure. No, it wasn't Bernardo Silva, it's Pogba. Am I dumb? I might be dumb. I didn't even look at who it was, to be completely honest. I saw it in the replay. It was the guy with the blonde Mohican, and you know that's Paulie Pog. Headed away. And Banks is going to pick up on it and launch it forward to Johan Carbonero, but the goalkeeper's come all the way out. Oh, I thought we were through then. Ederson coming so far out of his box to clear that, and it's really what they needed there, and it's worked out for them. Carbonero now receiving the ball. Mason Greenwood. Imagine if he scored against Man City, the Man United boy. Laying up to Van Dam. And we're going to get a free kick for some reason. Okay, Greenwood's going to... I'm going to have Greenwood take it. I'm not going to score it, but I'm going to have Greenwood take it. It's not a million miles away, you know. Could have been a bit better, but it wasn't a million miles away. Got it over the wall. A world-class wall as well, but it's just off target, unfortunately, for Mason Greenwood. City fans are chanting. I don't know what they're chanting, if I'm being completely honest. If you can work it out, put it in the comments, because I don't know exactly. Ederson now with a goal kick towards Iglesias. Rossi getting it clear. Just like Ederson did earlier, Rossi doing the same for his club. Cancelo going all the way back. And then clearing it. Banks pressuring him the whole way, and it worked out. And I need an option, lads. Haaland is there for an option, but I feel like it's going to get cut halfway before it reaches him, so... Good to Carbonero, who's now made himself some open space. Van Dam. Haaland on one more. Greenwood. 1-0 Bradford City. Oh my days. Is it going to be a cup upset?
things have got to
Mason
change on both
Greenwood, now joint top scorer in the Carabao Cup. The former Man United man who signed for Bradford
sides.
City
Wow, what a lovely
has
goal.
scored
Finished
against
off
Manchester
today's
City.
pass and split the defence in half. Great goal.
What a passing move by Bradford. Van Damme through to Haaland. Greenwood making an expert run through and slotting it in without any issues. Bottom left-hand corner as much as you like,
Well, the
really.
manager's showing signs of frustration.
And
They
it's
need
Bradford
to
City
improve
1,
if they're gonna get something out of
Manchester
this game,
City 0. Now I'm not going to get too hyped up because we were in 2-0 last game in the FA Cup, and we ended up succumbing to Everton in a 3-2 defeat. So, as good as this early goal will be for morale and for momentum, it doesn't necessarily mean the game's over by any chalk, because anything could happen, and we need to be aware of that.
And now Garcia. The ball with
Rodri now on the ball, forward to Borja Iglesias. Garcia, it might be a quick equaliser for Man City, you know, and it is. Oh boy, I thought I had it defended. I thought I could get tackling somewhere, but this wasn't to be. And Borja Iglesias wasn't the best at defending for me, but I thought I brought someone across in time. Van Damme didn't get there quite in time, and it works out for Man City. I believe Rodri putting it through in the end to Borja Iglesias. And the energy I just had has not been drained out of me because Manchester City have equalised. Only his first goal in the Carabao Cup is Borja Iglesias, but he's come at a very important time. And now we're at Bradford City 1, Manchester City 1 here at the Valley Parade. Which means we now need to get another goal. It was hard enough getting the first one. Greenwood getting away from former teammate Pogba there. Carbonero. You don't try, you don't succeed. I want to see if I can get it through to Haaland. We're going to be putting a lot of work into this match. We might have to take second in the league. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be able to beat Huddersfield after this match, if everyone's going to be tired. Greenwood. Van Damme. Carbonero. Up to Banks. Banks marked by Cancelo. Back into Carbonero though. Haaland. Is it going to be the same again? Same again, please. Oh, it's a very good tackle. Bradford fans were called for a penalty there, but it was a very clean, fair tackle. That's unfortunate. I thought we'd have the same again, the same route of scoring like we did with the first one, but I'll just say we're on point there. Catch is getting played about here. This isn't fun. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Honestly, stop this. Eventually, Kakachi blocked, but what the hell was Bernardo Silva's plan there? Just because you're in the team of the year, mate, does not mean you're good. Right? We're against I think four or five team of the year players here, and we're drawing with them. That is not bad. If we do go into the Premier League, though, we'll be facing these guys, and I think it'll be an altogether different story once we get there, at least for the debuting Premier League season. And in fact, we might not even get through here yet. Still plenty of chance that we don't get through. I was trying to aim it towards Banks. I put a bit too much power on it. That's my own fault. I should maybe wait till Banks had got a bit further on the run. That's how it goes sometimes. I can't be giving up stuff like that. Really can't.
And now Garcia.
Especially with the quality they have. Again,
Plenty of support. Joao Cancelo.
Team is very high quality stuff. Garcia given the room to manoeuvre in the middle. I'm not sure why. I thought the play might go along to him. Ploshek does get the ball though. Van Damme. Dude, unfortunately, losing the ball. 4 minutes of added time at the end of the first half here. Not sure why, but there you have it. Rossi just going to give it a big boot up the pitch. Haaland, can he control? Nope. Fine. If you can keep it away till half time, I think 1-1. San is offside again. Going into half-time break 1-1 isn't too shabby. Sane honestly could have waited a little long. Like, Sane's got the quality to wait until the last second and still get there. It was just a step offside. I'm just going to blast us up the pitch for half-time, to be honest with you. Oh, wait. Hold on a minute. Hold on a second. Hold on. What the fuck? Are you... That might be the best assist ever. That might be the best assist ever. I'm clearing the ball, full pelt, up the pitch with Tadibo. Somehow City players haven't got to it. Haaland finds a way through and absolutely buries it. You don't leave Haaland, whoever you are, whatever team you are, you don't leave Haaland with that much space, or it's just a goal. And we've gone 2-1 up just on the stroke of half-time, and Pep Guardiola is unhappy. His team have fallen asleep. I think Manchester City were thinking like half-time 1-1, let's regroup, but now they've got they've got deficits to overcome. We're now 2-1 up here, just on the stroke of half-time. That is the goal we needed.
So the whistle then, we're at the halfway stage.
2-1 to Bradford City at half-time. If I would have told you that, you'd have called me a liar. If they say that in real life, you would call me like, no. Real life, Man City are at least 3-0 up by half-time. No offence to real life Bradford City team, but this happens in real life. Man City are destroying. But it's not quite beyond the realms of possibility that we could go through here. Greenwood and Haaland with the Bradford City goals. Of course, Borja Iglesias getting one back from Manchester City. They've had the dominance in this game, which is what everyone, I think, expected. 4 shots for 3 on target for us, 6 shots for 4 on target for them. 39% possession for us, 61% possession for them. They have had the dominance beyond a shadow of a doubt. And we've got 45 minutes to play to see whether we will be facing Liverpool or whether we will be going back to league action for the rest of Season 4.
Let's see what impact the half-time team talks would have had. Manchester City commence the second half.
Will Bradford pull off a giant killing here and make it to the final of the Carabao Cup? Or will Manchester City not, well, do what everyone expects and go through to the final? With that play, it looks like we're going through to the final. But Tadibo, I think maybe put off Sané enough, and in the end, Sané took the shot and Rossi saved it. I thought I had the ball with Sterling and bring it away there, but they took it back so quick. They're so good at taking the ball back. It's crazy. But that's how it goes sometimes. Rossi pulling out another save, and we need some more of them. We need a lot more of them in order to progress here. Bernardo Silva on the corner for Manchester City. It's headed away, I believe, by Van Dam, and Hoshek going to chase, and Hoshek going to intercept, and Hoshek going to run. Hoshek's got a lot of room on this right-hand side to manoeuvre. There's no left back there. Can Hoshek perhaps put ball in here to Haaland? No, it's caught away by Ederson. And, I mean, Manchester City do have a goalkeeper of quality, so it's not going to be that easy to counter-attack against this side. Maybe that'll work in league, or in the championship, I should say. Alex Garcia coming off, number 75. I'm not sure who number 75 is. We'll see when it comes up on the top left by the scoreline, but for some reason it doesn't want to show me names. Oh, Ziyech coming on, or Ziyech. I'd lost that there?
It's with Joao Cancelo. It's with Hakim Ziyech.
I can't be losing the ball that easily though, like I said, and I seem to be doing every time. And now Sané has got all the room in the world, but it's going to go into the hands of Rossi. Our next game, not that it matters right now, is going to be against Huddersfield, another West Yorkshire derby. Just had a last league game we had was a West Yorkshire derby, and we got past Leeds with ease. Obviously, we'll need the same against Bayern. Why am I saying Bayern? We'll need the same against bloody Huddersfield. I don't know where Bayern came from. Couldn't tell you at all. But yeah, we'll need a similar result against Huddersfield in order to regain top spot. It's all to play for now in the championship. Another substitution from Man City. They're looking to push hard here. I don't know. I think that must be one of the youth players. 6 corners now for Manchester City. Van Dam heads away. And Carbonero can break away from Kolasinac. And Tomas coming on for Iglesias. And Carbonero can break away. We know he can with his pace. And he's even outpacing Leroy Sané. Oh, it almost worked. Carbonero almost went the whole way. Initial shot, of course, was blocked. The rebound came straight back to Johan Carbonero, and Ederson pulling out a save. Still half an hour to play in this Carabao Cup semi-final second leg. And it's all to play for still. In fact, Bradford City in the lead. Carbonero going to receive the ball here. They try and name a cross in. It's played by Ederson. Greenwood blocked. It's a mess, quite frankly.
the danger.
There's a lot of defence though to stop Greenwood's attempt from causing any real issues for them. But they do still, Manchester City I should say, do still need a goal here if they want to remain in this cup tie, if they want to get to the final. And that is a hell of a ball to Sané if he can reach it, which of course he can. It's Leroy Sané. Arsenal will be hosting Man City in the Premier League next at the Emirates Stadium. Hogg gets the ball back super easy. It's an issue.
Exciting game that will be, I'm sure, Derek.
Oh, Datamas getting his name enthusiastically called by the commentator, but doesn't produce anything really from the shot. Carbonero, Greenwood. We get one more to Hlošek, we can. That's not where I wanted it to. Well, no, it's who I wanted it to go to, but not necessarily where. Joe Gomez's transfer to Paris has been fucking advertised every game, dude. And we're going to hit transfer deadline day in the episode 200 after the Huddersfield game, so that'll be a bit to add to that. That's not what I did. That might cost us, honestly. What a save again by Rossi. Just get it clear. I'm trying to get it clear anyway, but tackled. Can we somehow do this? Tamori getting it miles away. We say Tamori's had experience against Premier League teams. I don't think he's ever had experience against Manchester City. If he has, then fair play to him. Van Dam, Carbonero. I kept Tamori on instead of having Hennessy on just because of that Premier League experience, really. Carbonero, going to get it taken off him. It's not going to be that easy in this match. I mean, he has got through a couple of times, but it's not going to be that easy to counter-attack against Manchester City. Pogba now. On to Sané. Oh, that last pass could have done us in and it didn't, but Jesus Christ, we are holding on for all we've got right now. Haaland, try to get away from Kamara here. Try to step away, and he has. And it could be 3. Oh, what a save from Ederson. Hlošek could have had it there. Greenwood, try to get an effort on. God, this game is fast-paced as hell. I'm out of breath just commentating it and playing it. Imagine the actual players. Bernardo Silva, back to Cancelo. Just think, if we do win, if we somehow get through to the Carabao Cup final, I should say, just think of the roar of the crowd as we progress past Manchester City. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about how loud it will be in this stadium. And that's just for the semi-final. We'll be going to, I believe, Wembley, is it, for the Carabao Cup final? If we do progress there, and Haaland might help us on our way, and he has done. That is beautifully, that's exceptionally scored by Haaland. He is a weapon. His pace and his height just make him an absolute fucking weapon. And I don't want to call it too early, but I think we are through to the final. Against all odds, perhaps. Erling Haaland, he could be signing of the career mode, realistically. I'm not sure how Tielemans will perform. I mean, I know we've had some incredible signings like Carbonero, Greenwood. Rossi wasn't even a signing, but he's been an incredible player. He has had a lot of off games, but when he's been on, he has been on. Anyway, we'll give... I won't bring on any fullbacks. We'll give some other players a run out. Just because, why not at this point? If this comes out to bite us in the ass, I'm so sorry. Swap Banks off and we'll put Carbonero in there, and that should do it. That will be our triple sub. If this comes back to bite us in the ass, Haaland with 5 goals in that Carabao Cup. And I'm going to just check after this match the stats like of the season so far, because I'm really interested in who's performed the best. Obviously I know it's Haaland, but I'm interested in who's close to him. 3-1 up here at the Valley Parade. You couldn't have written this. You couldn't have expected this. They've dominated the whole game. Possession, chances. We've had Rossi, who has been an incredible goalkeeper this game. Despite the one he let in, couldn't do much about it really, but he's saved the penalty and he stopped a lot of Manchester City shots. Man of the match, in my opinion, maybe should go to him, but it'd probably go to Haaland for his double. Sterling gets there. I was scared for a second. I thought Datamas might have just put it past, but he didn't. Carbonero couldn't keep hold of the ball. I thought for a second he was offside as well. He did run back on. If I stayed on Haaland there, I might have been able to intercept that and get a fourth. Oh, that's unfortunate. I need to see more of, though. Lebedev. Some youth players getting some big experience here in this match. Carbonero trying to get back through to Lebedev, but it's closed down. We've got, I think, 3 minutes of injury time. I can't see because my mic thing is in the way, like, telling me if my audio's working. I think it's 3 minutes left. Okay, what's going on here? I pressed X immediately. Just clear it, just fucking clear it. Ready for the roar. Okay, it wasn't as big of a roar as I expected, but it's a 3-1 win here for Bradford City over Manchester City. I cannot believe those words coming out of my mouth. But 3-1 win over Manchester City. We will go on to face Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final.
Well, he never gave that back line a chance to get a breath. 2 goals.
Of course, it's got to focus on the league, but right now I'm just celebrating in the fact that we have beaten one of the Premier League giants. Bradford City 3, Manchester City 1. A goal from Greenwood and a double from Haaland send us through. Borja Iglesias got one for them, but it wasn't enough to mount a real challenge against us. To be fair, we did hold our own in the chances department, but the possession was awful from us. 9 shots for 7 on target for us, 13 shots for 7 on target for them, 38% possession for us, 62% possession for them. Man of the match performance from our goalkeeper, if I'm being honest, but the man of the match of the game will go to Erling Braut Haaland, like I thought. Rossi's only getting a 7.9 there. That's bullshit, honestly. He should be getting like an 8.5 or maybe even a 9. The penalty save alone gives him a good rating, in my opinion. But 9.6 for Erling Braut Haaland. 8.4 for Noah Van Dam, 8.3 for Mason Greenwood, and an 8.2 from Jon Claire Todibo. Everyone else putting in decent results. The midfield 3 there with all 6.1s. Didn't get much to do. Well, didn't get much time to do anything in that match, but it was just for fitness reasons, really. Let's go to the post-match interview and celebrate our fucking progression to the Carabao Cup final. That is insane. But now we've just got one more team to get past. You can see the results there. Manchester United going down 2-1 to Liverpool. Bradford City 3-1 up on aggregate, and obviously it's over now against Manchester City. The home support did get us the victory. I don't know when on earth we're going to go to the interview. Oh, there we go. I keep saying Fred invited me to a game, but that was like 3 or 4 days ago now. We're advancing, hopefully onto the post-match interview. I don't know what's going on here. Here we are.
Some questions regarding the match.
Yep, ask away. I'm absolutely elated. Today was continuing his hot run of form. How satisfied with his performance today? He did concede the penalty, but besides that, he deserves all praise. We'll give him good praise. Today was a fantastic player, and he deserves all the praise he gets. I hope he can continue to amaze us with performances like these. To be honest, he is an incredible defender. With 2 goals to secure a win, Haaland was a hero today, like he is every bloody game. Any thoughts? Well, overall great performance, I'm not going to say from Haaland. The entire team deserves the credit for his result. It's clear that Haaland stood out today, but Bradford City is a club that always puts the group before the individual. Not many thought it was possible, and yet here we are. Bradford City are in the Carabao Cup final. How happy are you right now? We really deserve this. We've got nothing to fear in the final. We have to keep our cool. We've got nothing to fear. We couldn't be happier. We're going into the final without fear, and if we can play like that, the sky's the limit. The only problem, though, with us going into the final is our opponents. I don't know what squad they'll have now. They might still have Mane, Firmino and Salah up front. They might still have a strong unit like that. But I don't know. We've got some messages here to look at quickly. Talk with Fredrik Eriksen's loan move to Kasimpasa has broken down. As a result, Kasimpasa pulled out negotiations. This fixture has been moved from the 25th of February to 22nd of March, which makes me think that in episode 200, we will be playing that Carabao Cup final. That'll be the final game of episode 200. That is a big one. We've got an 8-day break after the Portsmouth game. And then we'll be playing Liverpool on the 26th of February. So next episode will be episode 200. We'll be starting off at Huddersfield at home. Then continue on to face Nottingham Forest away, Reading away, Millwall back at home, Portsmouth away, and most importantly, Liverpool at Wembley. So that's an episode 200, a packed episode 200 for you guys. We're going to just sim up to the Huddersfield game. Of course, we're now in second, 2 points behind Burnley, but we've got a game in hand over them, and it's my own fault for slipping this far anyway, so at the end of the day, is it really a problem? We've got another press conference. We seem to have pre-match press conferences all the time right now. But I'm going to do what I said I was going to do quickly before the next, or before I end the episode, I should say. I want to see who's performing for me and who's not. Holy shit. Dude, that is incredible. Erling Braut Haaland has scored more goals than he's had appearances. 39 goals, 33 appearances, 13 assists. 30 of those have come in the Championship. 5 have come in the Carabao Cup. 4 have come in the FA Cup, which unfortunately we're not out of. But that is an incredible return. Mason Greenwood having a season of his life as well. Look at that. 27 goals, 20 assists. 43 appearances, but that's not too bad. To say he's playing around the midfield area this season, that's pretty awesome. 17 in the Championship, 6 in the Carabao Cup, 4 in the pre-season tournament as well. Diogo Jota was doing well before he got injured. He had 4 goals in the pre-season tournament, 7 out of 7 in the Championship, and 1 out of 1 in the Carabao Cup. And then it goes a bit further down. We've got quite a lot of assist makers here. Some players who haven't been scoring as much, like Banks, have definitely come around in the assist department, and it's quite a good little unit here. And we'll do a full little review of the squad next time, because it'll be squad report next time after the Huddersfield game. We've got a lot to take in episode 200. Hopefully we'll regain our top spot and maybe even break away from Burnley. I don't know, but that's going to be another episode of Bradford City Career Mode done. That is insane that we are A, at episode 200, B, in the Carabao Cup final, and C, not top of the league. But no, we'll get back to the top. And even if we don't, automatic promotion's still incredible. I'll take automatic promotion. I just would love the title, of course. And before we go, you can see it there. The final of the Carabao Cup, 26th of February 2023. Liverpool versus Bradford City. That is a date to put down on your calendar, aka Thursday, because that's, well, tomorrow technically, because this will go up on the Wednesday, then the episode 200 will go up on the Thursday. And of course, yeah, put Thursday down your calendar pretty much, and you'll be able to witness episode 200. I'll probably do it live on the Wednesday, but it won't go on YouTube till the Thursday. So if you want to click the Mixer link in the description and you want to see it live, then it'll probably be live on Mixer, and you can come and see what episode 200 is going to be like live before it goes up on the channel. You get early viewing if you come on Mixer, and yeah, it's going to be a hell of an episode to record and a hell of an episode to upload, but I hope you guys will enjoy that. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope you've enjoyed the career mode as a whole so far, and I'll see you very, very soon when we hit, when we go into, I should say, episode 200, kicking it off at home versus Huddersfield.